everyone, it's Mads from Denim and Leather, and I'm here with Leigh and Craig from Romeo's Daughter at Nantwich.
Hello, we're very well, thank you.
So
How are you?
I'm good.
Lovely Scottish accent I've just heard. Yeah, didn't pick that up before now.
So you're soon to go on stage with the Mighty FM.
Yes.
How are you looking forward to it?
We're very much looking forward to it. We actually do it quite often, so we're quite used to it, but it's always really lovely to go out with them because we're all like a big family and we all share crew and we all know each other so well, and it's really comfortable, and yeah, we love it, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Lovely fellas.
So you guys first formed in the late 80s, you had some success but then you parted ways, but what brought you guys back together?
I think it was because we were asked to do a big festival in Nottingham called Fire Fest that had at the time was a very, very successful festival, and we'd been asked, I think, 2 years prior, but unfortunately none of us were available. And to be absolutely honest, I don't know about Craig, but I never thought that we would get back together again. We didn't think there was any call for us to get back together again.
It took us by surprise, actually.
Well, because we didn't have social media when we were first going, so we had
About
never...
1780.
Yeah. Speak for yourself. It was 1800. So we actually had no idea that we still had a following. But anyway, they were very keen for us to do it because we were one of their favourite bands from the late 80s, the guys who ran it. And so we said, yeah, let's do a show. And we did a show, and it was astonishing, the response we got. It was just absolutely brilliant. We were very pleasantly surprised. And Craig and I in particular had, always been very close friends and good mates, and we realised that we wanted to do it again. And
the first rehearsal was brilliant because we all got back together. It was Acton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We all got together in Acton, and we just played. I think we played Heaven in the Backseat to start with. And it just was like we hadn't been away. It was brilliant. So,
yeah, it was lovely. So we just sometimes with the band it's hard to kind of explain the dynamic of the band, but we didn't break up because we didn't like each other or we fell out. It was just because it didn't work the way we had hoped it would, and sometimes life just takes over. So it was actually really nice for us to, to get back together. And so now we're like a little team again, which is fantastic.
So how has social media changed things for you guys as a band?
Huge.
Well, we only have social media. Social media basically is how we run our band now. We don't have a record deal, so because we do everything ourselves. We have in the old days you would have a record label who would then promote, advertise, do all of that side of thing, but you actually ended up paying them an absolute fortune to do that without even realising, didn't you? You had no idea all the money that the record labels were taking from you. So this time, Facebook is our lifeline, and Twitter and Instagram. So it's very, very good in one way, but it's also very limiting in another way, because obviously it's only as good as the people that follow you on it are.
Yeah.
So for us, it's our next album. We are going to try and think of a way of actually spreading that net a bit further, because it's fantastic having fans that follow you on it. We often bump into people at gigs and they go, I didn't even know you were back together, because also the age group of the people some of the age group of people who follow us, they're not even on Facebook, some of them, or if they are, they wouldn't even think, oh, I'm going to see if Romeo's Daughter is still together. So for us, it's kind of been going back to square one, which is why we headline gigs, but we also do supports, because it's important to get out to a wider audience, and you have to kind of get as many people back on board as you can. So to go back to your original question, sorry I wasn't there, social media is hugely important for us, and we wish we were better at it.
Yeah, it takes certain...
Maybe you could give us a few clues.
So your last album, Spin, was very well received. What's next for the band this year?
Well, we just started writing. We've come up with quite a few more ideas than we thought we had, which was always encouraging. And we're in the throes of trying to put them all together. It's a bit like a puzzle at the moment. We really need to, if we could stick them all on a fridge, like magnets, and then just pick them up and put them all together, and that would be that. But it takes a while because everybody's very busy within the band.
Yeah.
We all have our own businesses and things that we do, and we're trying like mad to get it together as quickly as we can. And at the moment, that's where we're at. We've got some good ideas, and we're just chucking them about. It's all positive.
Well, thank you so much for chatting. Make sure you check out Romeo's Daughter and come back to Denim and Leather for more.
Yes!